Kalalal Wadla Basham Shai Basham Kakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of greatness, to now rule and teach well, peace and salutations to the brothers on the four corners of this earth, pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. I'm Brother Manatas asking Shalom. With an impromptu video, it should be short, There's two articles I really wanted to bring out. We could divulge directly in it, I had this article and another article, that our brother sent in the chat group, and just wanted to go through it, because we see the things, all the prophecies unfolding in their legislation. You understand? Not just the wars and so on, but the other things, other offenses, if you would, they're bringing it to pass by their legislation, and as I went through this article in particular, two precepts came to mind. Even the other article I had to bring out. But nevertheless, we let the Spirit lead. Let the Spirit lead, we see what we get from it, Nevertheless, this was a post on X, I believe it is, yeah? It says, former head of IMF's China division, S.O.T.E Prasad, speaking at the WEF, CBDCs will be programmable in a way that will enable governments to dictate how, when, where, on what, and by whom they can be spent, including the imposition of expiry dates. So what they're saying is they have total control, right? I go back to the revelation, not so? And we go get that. I didn't write down that one, but we'll get that in due time. Because it all circles, it all orbits around that precept now, or that prophecy, if you will. Yeah. It says CBDCs are a totalitarian's wet dream. I think I did totalitarian somewhere here. Put the thing right here, man. Right. It says totalitarian, relating to a system of government that is centralized, meaning everything is in one area, right? And dictatorial. Understand? So you don't know such thing as democracy. It's a dictatorship. Do what we say. Anyway, and requires complete subservice to the state. Alright, let me tap that word, see what subservience like here. It says willingness to obey others unquestioningly. You understand? The condition of being less important than something else. You understand? The ability that they want us to obey them unquestioningly. Right? So we don't second guess them, don't question them. Government say jump, just jump. Don't ask how high. You understand? Because it's a totalitarian state system, so like here's what we entering into. Right? It says, and would enable governments to centrally enforce tyrannical policies on an industrial scale at the flick of a switch without the need for human enforcement agents. It says, not up to date with your injections, ventured outside your designated 15-minute district, low social credit score, oops, no money for you. Yeah. So, paragraph 6, it say, will enable governments to dictate how, when, where, and what, on what, and by whom they can spend. You understand? So let me see what he's saying in this video here. This is the S.O.T.E fella, the former head of the
if you think about
Chinese division.
The benefits of digital money, there are huge potential gains. It's not just about digital forms of physical currency. You can have programmability.
So they could make it do what it want, right? They could control it. That's what they basically be saying here. We could control it.
Units of central bank currency with expiry dates. You could have, as I argue in my book, a potentially better and some people might see it as a darker world where the government decides that units of central bank money can be used to purchase some things, but not other things that it deems less desirable.
And anything outside their concept of what is desirable is not desirable. That is what they state, and we will dictate all your pace. All you're not in charge, we in charge. Right? What did I just do there? Oh shit. Let's bear with me 1 minute. Alright. Yeah, let me go to get the next article here now before I go into the two precepts because they basically is the same. Alright, the next article from the same page on X. It says we own their news. We owned the news. We were the gatekeepers, and we very much own the facts as well. Speaking at WEF's recent Davos summit, editor-in-chief of the Wall Street Journal, Emma Tucker, bemoans the death of pop in the mainstream media. Yeah, because why? The age of information is that this is the age of information. You understand? And you know what I mean, people waking up to the fact that hey, mainstream media is BS. Nevertheless, it says if it said it in the Wall Street Journal or the New York Times, then that was a fact. Nowadays, people can go to all sorts of different sources for the news and for much more questioning about what we're saying. And basically, that is why they were control of the media. And they're much more questioning. Why they coming into the censorship of the internet and so on and so forth. I was just watching a brother do a video on that. Back really not that long ago, as I say, we owned the news. We were the gatekeepers, and we very much owned the facts as well. Yeah, them own the facts, so they can manipulate it how it want. You understand? They can show it in a good light or in a bad light. If it said it in the Wall Street Journal, the New York Times, then that was a fact. Nowadays, people can go to all sorts of different sources for the news, and they're much more questioning about what we're saying. So it's no longer good enough for us just to say, this is what happened, or this is the news. We have to explain our working. So readers expect to understand how we source stories. They want to know how we go about getting stories. We have to sort of lift the bonnet, as it were, and in a way that newspapers, aren't used to doing, and explain to people what we're doing. We need to be much more transparent about how we go about collecting the news. Yeah, they ought to be much more transparent because why? People go second guess them. People already second guessing them. You understand? And that is why they're bringing in this totalitarian system, so nobody could second guess them or question them because they were complete service unquestioningly, right? They were complete subservience. Right, now let me get the book of Job 9 and 24. It says, to the hand of the wicked he covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Yeah, he covered the face of the judges. You understand? He make what is right and what is wrong. Or so he believes. You understand? Whatever he deem is right, he deem it should be taken as right. However he deem wrong should be taken as wrong. You understand? Like this Trudeau fella. Trudeau, however the fuck is pronouncing him. Talking about basically he wants to outlaw public speaking on Bible, of the Bible and so on. Basically the family word is what he ushering in at the behest of the elites. You know? It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. You understand? Yes, this is in the power of their hand. Destruction unto them. You understand? This is iniquity they're devising. It's a totalitarian, you know what I mean? All way or no way. You understand? Our next precept came to mind. On righteous decree. I believe that is in the book of Isaiah somewhere. Alright, Isaiah 10 and 1. It says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed. Understand? To turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that the widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. And this is what they're doing. The first article I bring out, this about the CBDC will be used as what? As what a means of control, and that is what that is basically the in depth of it. They'll say who could spend it, when you could spend it, what you could spend it on. You understand? How they could tell you what to spend your money on. That is what, because it's not your money, it's their own. All right. And this is the prophecy they're bringing in here. Right? The Revelation 13 and 14, it says, and deceiveth them to dwell on that Salakia, and deceiveth them that dwell on earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on earth, that saying to them that dwell on earth, that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. They're saying to them, yeah, only make an image. Let this be a god, let this system be a god. Understand? And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Yeah. And that is what Klaus Schwab was talking about. You understand? If you don't take it, if you don't comply to this digitalized CBDC 15-minute city system, you'll be left on the outskirts to die. You understand? Yes, we understand they're going to come a time where they will make it mandatory, they will force it upon you, and then eventually they'll just fucking, they'll lay you without and die. You understand? Because why? You can't buy nothing, you can't buy water, you can't buy food. You understand? You will without and die. So you will be killed. The 16, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive so like to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. You understand? And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark. That is what it's saying. You can't buy, sell, you can't buy this or you can't sell this unless we get the say so. And the say so is that mark of servitude. A totalitarian system that requires what? Complete subservience. That is what it is. Receive a mark in the right hand or in the forehead, and that is it. You understand? And they're going to usher in the end of the world. They're going to bring in the end of the world. And this is what these elites and these heads of state are in compliance with. You know, this is what they are in compliance with, because why? Because it suits it is the behest of the bosses, nevertheless. You understand? It is at the behest of the one percenters. But nevertheless, in the day to come, I wouldn't save them. You understand? This is James 5 and 1. It says, go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupt, and your garments are moth eaten. Your gold and silver is conquered, and the trust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire, and ye have heaped treasures together for the last days. Yeah. So if you're rich in the system, you understand? That is what it's saying. To be rich in the system, you have to be in compliance with it. You understand? To be at the behest and the request of the system, to complete subservience. You understand? And the scripture say what? Oh my God. You understand? Says, James 4 and 4, it says, ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with power? And whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of power. That's self-explanatory, right? Because if you If you bow to the servitude of the system, is why he's a friend of this world. Not so. You understand? You'll become the enemy of the Most High. You will become the enemy of the Most High. Right? Or you think that the credits, the social credits going to save you? You understand? No, that will bring you shame. This is Isaiah 30 and 1. It says, woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. That is what trusting in the system. You can counsel at the wicked. Yeah, take this. Yeah, put this arm in your right hand and in your forehead. You go buy and sell, you will live. Also remember they say you will be happy and you will own nothing. Remember they say that too. Don't forget that. Don't forget that they say if they do well in healthcare, they will decrease the population. Don't forget that neither. Right? When they come with these so-called miracles according to Revelations 13 and 14. Yeah? And come with the technology, that is the form of the miracles, the technology, making a paralyzed man walk because he have a chip in his head. That is a form of the miracles. Right? A form of the miracle is you can't, nobody could rob you because why? You have a implant in your hand with all your information. If your house burned down, you had to worry to scramble for documents, you had to line up in lines. No, there's a miracle. Everything in one spot in my hand. I could scan my thing. I don't me have to worry about nothing. I can't lose this. If I in an emergency, it have a GPS and they could find me. You know, if I get an accident or something, they would know. Yeah, as a form of the miracle, they'll word it, they'll push it out there as a miracle. Right? Verse 2, it says, that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and in the trust of the shadow of Egypt. That is the system. That is the system I've brought out the scriptures almost in every other video. I've brought out the scripture. You understand? Because it's so relevant. It's so relevant to what's going on today and what is to come. Because many will trust in the shadow of Egypt, which is the system. Verse 3. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. The trust will be a confusion. And if we go back to James 5 and 1, that is basically what he's saying here. It's a go to know you rich men. You understand? Because by all the trust in Egypt, in the shadow of Pharaoh, so all you having, you understand, all you become friends with this world. That is all you have in this world. Right? Weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth eaten. Your gold and silver is conquered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you. You understand? That they will add to your damnation and your condemnation. Right? It said, and shall eat your flesh as it with fire. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days. You understand? It's verse 4, it says, behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud. Cry it, and the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth, which is the Lord of armies. Right? You understand? They keep back the people by fraud call you. That is why the woman come out and say, well, we owned all the media, we owned all the facts, and because all you're known for pushing lies, you're all a bunch of liars. You're known for pushing lies. You understand? All you're known for being frauds, being fraudulent. Scripture just came to me. I forgot what it was because so like if apparatus I could come back before we close off. Alright? Because well you're known for being fraudulent. Everything you'll do, everything you'll acquire, all you acquired by thievery, by fraudulent activities. Right? All covered field by violence, going in nations and claiming, yeah, we're here to bring humanitarian rights or humanitarian award, all is with it. And every time they go, they mean and raid the people, they go and rape the lands, you know, name of humanitarianism or whatever, claiming that all they're here to help basically. But in fact and in truth, you'll come in to make a bad thing worse or make something bad happen. That's all you'll do. You know? That's all you'll do. Ah, okay, I got it, I got it. Bear with me one second. Bear with me one second. It says, uh, it's the book Luke, Luke 6:24. It says, well, but woe unto you that are rich, for you have received your consolation. Woe, destruction unto you. We call you rich in the system, we call you, yeah, we call you consolation now. Or you become enmities of power in order to acquire that consolation, so like, yeah. Right? Because we striving towards what the kingdom to come, the kingdom that will never end. You understand? Verse 25 it says, woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn. Yeah, mourn and weep. So like, yeah. Yeah. All you had the laugh now, but we will have the last laugh. You understand? All you're not hungry now, but all you will starve in time to come. In due time. And with that, we'll say, Kalalal Wahawadla Yahweh Basham Yoshai Basham Kakadash. Double honors once again to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule and teach well. Peace and salutations to the brothers on the four corners of the earth, pushing this word in truth and in sincerity, risking our lives to do so. Understand? Hopefully, it was edifying to the spirit and power of Yahweh Basham Yoshai. Until next time, Shalom.